And we are live in five, four, three, two, one. Welcome, aspirant, practicus, or even master. Today we are discussing creating connection and opening possibilities for trance phenomena, and experiential shifts. This then is the first skill you need to master to do skillful hypnosis in this style. You need to be able to help people feel comfortable and not pressured. You also need to be able to make a solid connection with them, which the methods in this first section can help you do. Validation involves giving the verbal and non-verbal messages that the person's experience and style of responding are valid and within the range of normal or legitimate experience and response. Possibilities language is all about not boxing yourself in or your clients during the induction. There should be no way for them or you to fail during the induction. Every response is included, and there is no pressure to do it right. Giving multiple options for legitimate response is a good way to use possibilities language. For example, the mesmerist may say, "Your mind might drift away during our induction. Your mind might be analyzing what I'm saying, or you might shift between the two ways of attending, or you might be doing something else altogether that I can't even know. And that's okay." Connecting is all about keeping connected to people while you are doing trance by avoiding saying anything or doing anything that is invalidating or jarring and might sever the connection. It also involves closely observing people so you are in tune with where they are and how they are responding. Master, observation, permission, validation, possibilities language, responsiveness to the person's responses, connecting. Avoid jarring statements and actions, unhelpful mind reading, and pushing people. "What are you going to do?" I asked, since I knew that he had only read, never about actually practiced hypnosis. "I'll practice in the months before I give the presentation," he replied confidently. When time rolled around, it was time. He presented the workshop and asked how it went. "Fantastic." "Did you do any demonstrations?" "Oh, yes, they went well." "My God, Jim, you are incredible. How did you pull it off?" "Well, when it came time to do demonstrations, I was terrified, but I came up with an idea." I would just imagine that Milton Erickson was standing right behind me, actually doing the hypnosis, and all I had to do was report what was happening and speculate on what was likely to happen. So he would say things like, "I see that your eyelids are fluttering. I wonder whether you know you are going into trance." Or, "How deeply will you go into a trance? Neither one of us knows, but we will find out." Or, "Which hand will lift up first? We'll have to wait to discover which one your unconscious chooses." That way, Jim took the pressure off himself. But what he was actually doing was a lot of presupposing without telling the person to do anything. He assumed that Erickson would get the person into trance and help him or her develop hand levitation. This is a good strategy to use as a hypnotherapist. You don't actually have to make anyone do anything. You can make indirect invitations. Erickson himself had a very striking example of using presupposition in trance. One time he was giving a workshop. Dr. Erickson announced that he wanted to give a demonstration of hypnosis. He called for a volunteer from the participants in the workshop, and when one came up on stage and seated himself, Erickson merely looked at him without saying a word. The person went into trance. Then Erickson began to do some work with him. After the demonstration was completed, participants were curious. Did Erickson use psychic induction? He seemed to put the person in trance without doing anything. Erickson explained. I had defined the situation as one in which trance would be demonstrated. He came up, and when I didn't do anything, he went into trance. It was implied that he would go into trance. And so he took the initiative and shifted his attention point into a trance state on his own. So you're asking using this set of skills is to presume that the person will go into trance and have various hypnotic experiences? Readers aside, correction. So your task using this set of skills is to presume that people go into trance and will have various hypnotic experiences. Later, I will suggest using the same method to bring about the therapeutic changes you and your client are aiming for. So you see, aspirant, trance is a natural thing, and you may be slipping into and out of trance as you listen to my voice, or you may be ignoring my voice altogether. Either way, trance states shift throughout the day. Are you in a trance state now? Do you know how to best utilize the trance state for relaxation? You may feel that you can easily slip in and out of trance, achieving deeper and deeper states of relaxation. Personal magnetism is achieved by connecting with people and subtly observing their behaviors, words, and their own internal pressures. You need to know when to strike while the iron is hot, and at the same time, to operate the billows that fan the flames of self discovery. You and I, aspirant, shall take this journey together. For now, as above, so below, as we wander into the abodes of the future, keep doing good magic. Ad astra per aspera. Until next time, bye for now.